Hello everybody, my name is Riva and welcome to this new Let's Play of Sid Meier's Civilization 5, A Brave New World, and I'm playing this time as the Ottoman Empire. And I was like, I'm gonna start a game so I can have my settings set up when I come from the main menu. But I really like this starting position personally. It's got almost everything you ever want. At least it's got a mountain, it's got access to the ocean. Well, it should be on a hill, it should be on a river, but it's a mountain start. We have 2 wheat, we have sheep, we have 3 ivory, we have some whales. Now, before we actually get into this, let's have a look at the Ottomans. Now, the Ottomans are probably not considered a very high tier civ because their special ability that Suleiman gets is the Barbary Corsairs. It's basically the same thing as the German special ability, that you get a chance of capturing barbarians or turning them to your side, but only for ships and the third naval maintenance. So having a actually strong naval empire is possible. I chose the Fractal map type for this, and we are on Immortal difficulty again. Yes, I am going to try it once again, going Immortal. I think I can do it now. I've been playing a lot over the past weeks, months perhaps. Not so much the past few weeks though, with summer and getting a job and everything, but I was playing a lot and I was getting better and better, at least to my ideas and feelings, so now we are better. Anyway, back to the Ottoman Suleiman, known as the Magnificent, the Legislator and the Grand Turk, Caliph of Islam and the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, taking the reins in 1520 and ruling until his death in 1566, expanded the empire, and the Ottoman Empire is one of the strongest empires in recent history, falling only after the First World War, but having been in decline for a long time before that though, because of revolts of people. It's born in Anatolia at the start of the 13th century. It overthrew the Byzantium Empire, took over Constantinople, turned it into Istanbul, as far as I remember. Or was it called Byzantium and did they turn it into Constantinople at that time, and then Turkey made it Istanbul later? And no, actually I don't think it's, I think it's, as I said the first time, they made where is this? Janissaries, Constantinople. Anything here specifically? Lay siege on it, the sacking of Constantinople, capital of his empire. It doesn't actually say they renamed it, but anyway, now at modern day Istanbul is of course Constantinople. Eulogy for Forgotten Empire. To summarize, the Ottoman Empire lasted 6 centuries. It took on all of Europe and beat it. It conquered Persia, Egypt and North Africa, not to mention a goodly chunk of the Balkans. It destroyed the Byzantine Empire. The Ottoman Empire was cool. Yeah, they pretty much were. And their dynasty lives on in the Turkish nation, sort of. And basically, the Ottoman Empire was based on the Turkish culture at its core anyway. Yeah, they fell in World War I. They were on the side of Germany, Austria and Bulgaria. Those were the central powers. And they stayed neutral in the Second World War. Facts: Istanbul is the only city in the world built on 2 continents. The fact that Europe and Asia are divided by the strait, the Sea of Marmara, the strait at Istanbul basically, and it spreads on both sides of the continents basically, so it's on both. Saint Nicholas, the inspiration for the modern Santa Claus, was born in Demre on the Mediterranean coast of Turkey. Saint Nicholas was a Turkish bishop living in the 2nd or 4th, I think it was the 4th century after Christ, of course, Anno Datum, or in the modern era, ME, modern era, and no, CE, Common Era, that's the one. Jesus, Turks introduced coffee to the world. It is where originally tulips come from. The Dutch took that from the Turks, or bought it from the Turks, one of the two at least. And yeah, what else is there to say? Oh yeah, the downfall of the Ottoman Empire is set to start with the invasion of Cyprus, because there was one decline of the empire. Let's see if it's actually mentioned here. One of the I don't think, no, it actually doesn't say it here, but one of the emperors or caliphs or sultans of the Ottoman Empire had a very, very strong liking to Cypriotic wine, Cyprus being an island off the coast of Turkey in the Mediterranean Sea, and he so much desired his wine that he wanted to conquer Cyprus. When he did, he expended so many resources on it that basically the empire, is sometimes considered the start of the downfall of the empire, because it tried to take, it took Cyprus at such a heavy cost that it had to pay off for a long time. Now let's look at the special units that they get. So it's a naval power with cheaper maintenance on naval units, and they get 2 land units. Anyway, the Janissary, one of the first gunpowder units of the game, only we may build it. This unit is stronger on offense and heals when it kills an enemy. So it has 24 instead of 21. Where is it? Replaces musketman? No, it's actually also 24. It gets the heal 50 damage if it kills, and gets 25% bonus to attacking. Okay, and price is the same as well, which is a good thing. And then there's also the Sipahi. Mounted units specialize in defeating enemy mounted units. It's faster and can see further than the Lancer. So it has the same strength and movement speed, but it has extra sight, and it probably has enemy can pillage at no additional cost, which is pretty cool. And much faster. Oh yeah, so it has 5 movement instead of 4. Yep, that's about it. And so let's actually get into the game and let's explore a tiny smidgen. Ooh, we also have citrus very close and more bananas, so there's probably going to be a rush to building our first settler, or at least getting somewhere with maybe the... I really like the Liberty tree a lot, so... we have sheep, we have ivory, we have whales. Now going for a early wonder is not really possible on Immortal, at least not for me. This start is not that insanely good. I should, by the way, lock this tile in though. It should help, and definitely start on a scout. There we go. And research. Yeah, we need to get the sheep, so we need to go for trapping. And I think trapping would be the best start for us in this case. To also reveal horses on the map will allow us to start trading. And what else? Yeah, also we do want... Oh, actually I'm going to go with pottery still. Because of the granary, actually. Every source of wheat, bananas and deer gets +1 food. Now we have 2 of them. Well, if we improve it with a farm, it becomes 3 each. With a granary, which gives 2 foods on its own, it's another 2 food. So this will be these will be 2 4 tiles food, and there will be 4 food basically in Istanbul, which will allow us to grow insanely fast in the beginning, for sure. I'm thinking I'm going to send my scout south, so I'm going to send my warrior across here, across the river, so we can get into that little bit of jungle here a bit quicker. So with a bit of luck we get some good bonuses as well. We get some goodie huts. Another river there, so there will most likely be a city around here, maybe somewhere if there's a slightly better location close by. Okay. I don't really want to cross the river right now. Oh, we found the city of Milan. I actually didn't see the borders inside of the jungle. Well, I should have seen it. Anyway, this is good news. It's really close by, so we will be having a very, very early trade route, which will help us gain some money in the early game. I will cross this way then. Scout's done next turn. It's going to go here and then further south to see what's beyond this mountain range, which can be very useful for defensive purposes later on. I'm going to get a second scout, then the granary will be available and we'll build a granary after
Eu sou
that.
Pedro, imperador do Brasil. Tenho pouco tempo para gracejos. O que o traz aqui?
Hello, Pedro. I found you all the way here, so hopefully he's a bit further away than we can currently see. And hopefully we at least... Oh, is this going to be a peninsula, I wonder? Yeah, we took a fractal map, which gives a very, very randomized map all over, so... That's a plus. Okay, there's silk in Milan. Okay, so this moves that way. Interesting. Huh. Well, it doesn't need... I don't need to explore certain things right now. Ah, good. It's our first discovered camp, at least. Lots of food over here. Oh, this is actually a decent location. Despite all the desert up here, it gets to grow into a lot of fish. And if it's here, 1, 2, 3, it gets the oasis, which is also in range of Istanbul, by the way. But it will get the wheat as well, because 1, 2, then this is just 3 tiles away. Still 2 turns on the scout. We're probably gonna lock in the sheep next turn. Barbarian activity, well, that's a shame. Extra barbarians on the map is never fun. Hey, look, 4 camps, 1 turn. That's pretty bad. Songhai. You sound very metallic for some weird reason. I wonder though, this is on the Immortal level. Is that guy gonna come out? No, he's not. Oh, damn it, he's gonna get that tile, isn't he? Still gonna stand next to it just in case I get a chance. This guy's going to go north. We have finished pottery, so we definitely want to start on the granary. And even though monument is really good, I think the early growth will really benefit us in the long run. Yeah, I think animal husbandry, so we can actually improve stuff, will also be good. So after we finish the granary, we will... Yeah, this guy needs to go there. I don't need the money that much right now. Rather get the production for a bit faster granary. Just 1 turn, but it's still a turn. So this is an interesting looking map so far. Yeah, he did take it. Then I'm gonna check over here, even though my scout will also be able to see a lot of that area. Here the tundra starts, which means we are on the southern hemisphere. We're south of the tropical line, basically. Scouts. Not. Hello. No. There's. Oh my God. That's bad. That's so bad. We find probably the best natural wonder in the game, Lake Victoria. What do we find next to it? A city-state. Well, and he instantly takes it, and for some reason, Singapore, I think you're not gonna live forever. No, because, oh hello, there's actually a archer in there, and we're gonna try and kill that archer. Now this is a really good spot for a city in my opinion as well. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, yeah, it's about 3 tiles away from my capital. And another archer, and there that thing pops up. Definitely gonna kill the archer from both sides. Yeah, that one, yeah, this is a really good city spot, or maybe even... Yeah, this would give us more tiles on the water, a little bit more compact. Yeah, I'm gonna build a city right there. I'm not sure if it's gonna be my second city or my third, but there's gonna be a city there. So after a granary, we'll start work on a worker. Scout was bombarded by an archer. Okay, good. Yeah, do nothing. That archer that we just saw... Oh, no, actually... You are going to move there so we can take the ruin next turn. Already at half score of the AI because it is still bloody. Oh, a map of the ocean. Oh, but we found a city-state and a ruin. And 20 culture, which allows us to get some more stuff. Now, Liberty is... I still love Liberty so much, so I am going to take Liberty You are gonna get the shock achievement and start wailing on that guy. So next turn we should be able to just take the camp, get some free gold. Pantheon founded. Brazil is the first to found a pantheon.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth.
That's actually an unusual turn of events. You're just gonna heal up there. 25 gold from the camp. Can I purchase anything with that money? Now we would need 250 for a shrine, 280 for a monument, 200 for an archer, not a archer, an archer. It's very important to get an early military going as well, so I'm going to pick up archery as well. And the disadvantage of playing at Immortal is of course that the AI gets a shit ton of bonuses. That we don't like. You're going to heal up. Going to explore the rest of this peninsula. We will possibly and very likely have complete and utter control of this area as well. There we go, we finished our granary. I'm going to build a worker. And yes, a worker is first. So now growth 3 turns. It went from like 16 or 15 to 3 turns. Scout was damaged by an archer. I don't like it, but it's gonna happen. Accept an embassy, so Askia has writing. Actually, it seems like this might move on to the west. Okay, he stopped. Oh, another city-state. That's good. If we could get lucky... Now we would need more than one city-state. We would need 2 consecutive religious city-states discovered as first person... Ooh, gems. Istanbul has grown. Growth to 4 in 11 turns. Now we have these 2 tiles. That's fine. I'm going to lock this in for now. Actually, I'm going to buy this tile and lock it in. Bigger growth, 7 turns, 6 turns for the worker. Then we'll go build farms here as well, and it's going to be amazeballs. My scout is going to explore more. My warrior is going to return home to save or keep track of my worker once it's completed. Should be, yeah, it's fine now. 4 turns to get back home, basically, for him. You're gonna go, yeah, exactly 4 turns. You're gonna go this way. I'll just, it's a bit too far away, though. I would like to take it, but it's too far away. And we're gonna have it finished building soon enough anyway, at 4 turns, that's fine. Trapping, we will want to get both sailing and trapping relatively soon now as well, to increase our happiness. Istanbul. Yeah, this is the only way to get through this entire bit, so that's looking well. Busiest people are actually ahead of a couple of the AI, which I adore. Natural Wonder, Old Faithful. It's not as good as Lake Victoria down here, but it's still a natural wonder, and it still increases our happiness permanently. It also does other things. I'm probably gonna want to take it as well. Made up policy. Well, we have a worker incoming anyway, so we'll have take Republic into collective rule first. Pantheon founded, the Song High, Tears of the Gods, Faith for Gems and Pearls. Okay, you get to explore more. This is looking like another peninsula. Ooh, I remember, there's a ruin there. Okay, next up is a settler. We're gonna need to build cities now as well. And there's a hand axe. There's a brute. And another ruin. I don't think there's anyone nearby in that direction. Good. Farm alert mode. And definitely, no, I need to wait 1 turn. I'm gonna get a monument. Or no, an archer. I need that first. Pantheon founded, desert folklore. That's a shame, we have a slight bit of desert down here as well. Okay, I should also discover that city-state really soon. Another natural wonder, Mount Sinai, and 30 faith, which gives us a free Pantheon next turn. And sure, I will take a declaration of friendship with you. And that Pantheon is almost guaranteed because we would need 2 other Pantheons to kick us out of having a Pantheon available. Crudely drawn map, once again, mostly of the sea. Now you're gonna discover that city-state. Mount Sinai, that's actually a cool place. Now, Pantheon for free. Food from camps, that's... Yeah, we're gonna go with a lot of growth. I think food from camps is really good. Or food from bananas, citrus, and wheat. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wheat. And that's another camp, so that would be 8 food from camps versus 9 food from camps versus 7 food from the other things. I'm gonna go with the camps. Yeah, I don't need to boost anything else. Is there anything else that could actually be useful? Fertility rights. It's not that great, really. It's okay, but it's not great. Goddess of the Hunt. Food from camps. I think we're gonna take it. Food from camps. Now we are already researching trapping, so that is fine. That will actually make these tiles really good for us as well. Istanbul will be a monstrous city at that rate. Oh, look at that. Spain! Hello, Spain. I never liked this finding Spain. It's mostly because of other games, of course. Not so much because of civilization that you get a distaste for Spain. Europe Universalis. Another camp, but it's still a very empty area over here, which is decent. Unless he starts shooting, I'm gonna run up that hill. The warrior was bombarded by an enemy hand axe. You are gonna get sight. Hello, we find the city of Brussels. There we go. Yes, you're going there. City, shoot first. Archer, shoot as well. And we're done. You need to fortify until healed. Now we're gonna get a... Still only 6 turns. Bloody hell, my growth is enormous. Sure, I'll take your money for an embassy. Trespassing in Brussels, they target
Even
encampments.
brute beasts and wandering birds do not fall into the same traps or nets twice.
Trapping, that's excellent. So, yeah, okay, we're gonna heal up here. You're gonna explore more. Oh, there is an enemy. Is that... Might be Askia, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see, they are taking that camp. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. I mean, the production while building a settler comes from both food and that production anyway, so that's not a bad deal. Okay, I think sailing should be next. Yep, sailing should be next, definitely. So we can improve that whale tile as soon as possible. Protecting Brussels. Singapore targets that encampment. Now, building a camp while having the harvest thing is going to be more beneficial because it gives us 2 resources instead of just 1. Oh, it's actually Assyria. Hello, Assyria. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, no, you there are going to go here and alert mode. Okay, and then I am going to switch this over to there because once the camp finishes, we want that extra food as well as money to come in as well. Also going to improve the pasture on the sheep pretty soon as well. They went with honor because that's a really early general otherwise. Sure thing, I'll accept your embassy. After sailing, I'm going to pick up writing because we're going to need a library really soon as well if we want to have a chance of catching up on science at all. Classical, yeah, they do start with the first 4 tags on Immortal, I think. They start with 3 on the previous difficulty. Emperor is at least what I remember. Panama City. Wow, we actually have a huge bay here to deal with. That's pretty nice. I like bays. They're pretty... I like just how they look and... Well, that's going to be an early war at this rate. I just sometimes really hate the aggressiveness of the AI expanding. And I did want to settle in this general direction as well. Well, our first city is going to be located there. Genghis Khan. That's a very, very forward city. I don't like that one bit. Yeah, his capital is quite close as well. Oh, that's actually a worker from Mongolia. I wonder if they captured it. There's the Great Library. Ooh, a sure bunny pole. A semi-science focused nation gets it. Which is shameful, but, well, it's annoying. It's not really shameful. And that's over there. Good. That's been improved. Should I improve the sheep first for more food? All the tiles I can improve are more food, so I'm not gonna do the sheep yet because I would actually lose a turn for moving on to the... it's actually deemed as a excellent city location. I would right now lose a turn working for moving on to the sheep farm. A circus is free happiness, but I think we're gonna need more units. And yeah, let's start building an archer, and let's buy another archer as well. So now we have the money, we should do that. I should also get a monument actually after that next archer, but I do want to get a grip on the Brazilians at this rate. You're gonna go there. Yes, you're gonna move out a bit as well. Okay, run away. I don't want to take damage from a random archer appearing next to me. Antananarivo.
He who commands the sea has command.
And we have discovered sailing. And as I said, we need to take writing next for the library. There we go. Move them here. One more tile and we're gonna settle. Another city-state. But this is going to be the end of this episode. We are behind on cities, but we will have... we're gonna get collective rule relatively soon. We have a settler out. I'm probably gonna get another settler as soon as possible. And of course we're gonna have to go to war with Brazil over Sao Paulo. Because like hell am I gonna let him keep that city this close to me. And we're gonna settle here-ish, I think, in the desert, or maybe... Yeah, there's no way to build a... yeah, this area is just too wide to build a canal city, which is a shame. But it's not the end of the world, of course. Yeah, we're gonna have to build a city around here. We only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 desert tiles. The rest of them are actually workable. And a lot of tiles in the ocean as well. I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends to let them experience this civilization. It's only the startup episode. I know. It's not that interesting just yet, I guess. But at least we have a good start. Our city's at 4. What size is Rio? Well, it's in the jungle, so 6 is logical. 6 as well here. Okay, well, that's the AI for you. But we're going to grow really fast with all these food tiles anyway. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.